Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have our Fairyloot for September. So me being an absolute Lynn rich and busy with Noah, I totally forgot to actually skip this box because there's a book in here that I know which author it is, and I have stopped reading by that author just because but there is actually someone else who likes the author, so I am going to send this book to them, which is nice. And yeah, I know there's a lot of people, actually it's the same person mainly, who actually likes the books I have as well, so I do give those books to her. So if you don't know what Fairyloot is, it is a bookish subscription box you can get every month with a YA book and some bookish goodies. So we love that. So also with the bookish goodies as well, normally the tarot cards, and then we have overlays that's featured with the book of the month as well. And we might have some kind of item, but Fairyloot. I've got no space on my shelf on my desk at the moment because I was cleaning underneath my desk, so I've put basically everything up. So this is going to be if I want to try and put stuff on there. It's a big box as well. Okay, we see boxes. To make myself comfortable. So we're going to start with this one. So this is called the Once Upon a Broken Heart, a Tealight holder. So I have read the book before. This is by Garber, I believe it was. I've read the trilogy. Then again, I did pass it on to someone else. They got them because I was like, you know what, happy birthday, because I needed more space on my shelf. Which is fine for me, but we're going to have a look. It's a nice bright pink box. And then we have the metal tin. I'm not going to actually full on unbox it because obviously we don't have the fandoms anymore. You've got the little wheel to go on, and then I've actually wanted one of these before. So it's one of those. So when the Tealight lint, it spins, which is kind of nice. Let me just and then it has love. I'm not going to get it out the packet. But it's one of those things that you dangle onto it, and well, you have one of those. So unfortunately, I'm not going to actually use this because obviously, like I said, I normally only keep the items of fandoms that I know of, or if it's the book of the month and they've got an item for that book, I keep the item. But because it's a book I don't have anymore, I'm not going to keep it, but I know someone who would like this, so this is always a good thing to have. Next thing we have a pale box. So we have a quarter Mist and Fury, but a Starfall mug. So this is Sarah J Maas's series. I have read that book. Oh, we're going good actually so far, 2 on 2. So this is a mug. So I have read the book. It was my series back then, but obviously I have passed along the spell. Again, I need more of a shelf for thing. It's not like I didn't enjoy the books. I just got passed those books on to someone else to read J Maas's books, only because I need space on my shelf. Until I get more space, more shelves, then I'll probably think about getting them again. So we've got this powder blue kind of inside the mug. This came in great edition. We have our two, I can't remember the characters' names, so don't come at me. I have read them before, but I just can't remember the names. So we have our two lovely couple. It's a beautiful design. We have a little mini mug here. It's a more of a wide cup as well. And it does have the Fairyloot logo. Again, like I said, it's more of a powder blue inside, which is very nice. So we're going to put that back in its lovely ass box. Okay. What's this item? Okay, we have an item. Oh, Ova's are stuck. So we have a One Dark Window tarot card album. So obviously I have read the One Dark Window, but I didn't enjoy it. I didn't actually enjoy it myself. There are probably loads of people who did, but for me, I didn't. So obviously you got tarot cards, you put it in here. So I think that was one of the listings that someone wanted. We wanted something to hold our tarot cards in, which is pretty nice. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be keeping this myself, only because I didn't enjoy the book myself. So I know probably someone else will like this. Anyway, so it's not too bad. It's just something not for me. It does have plenty of space in there as well to have many tarot cards, even if you start this month, or if you wait till next year to put all your tarot cards in. So, because you always get 2 tarot cards every month. Then we've got our overlays. So this is the Never Ever After overlays. So this is what our book is going to be called. I believe it's by Lynn. Yeah. So these are our overlays. So obviously, again, like I said, I don't have these others anymore, just because. But I am going to show you those overlays. So we have this picture. You always get 4 overlays, which is quite nice. We have this one. This one. And then lastly, we have this one. So all these overlays are actually on the spoiler card. It will show you on there what chapters they do go on. So that is nice. We always keep the stuff. So I will probably put these actually in the book. So when I do give it away, they don't have that extra baggage. It's just easier because they're in the thing. So that's the overlays for the book. So we know what the book is. Not a problem. So this is our theme card. Our theme is called A Midnight Promise. So we're going to go through that in a minute once we go through the end. Okay, so our books are now not coming in our Fairyloot bags anymore, by the looks of it. They're literally coming in clear bubble bags. What's the script box does that now? I think that's Lumicrate they do that. I do want to get Lumicrate. Actually, that might be a good box to do. In the future, guys, did you want me to do a versus box where it's Fairyloot, a Butterfly Bookish box, a book box, and Lumicrate? They're all UK boxes. They cost similarly right round. I don't know if Bookish Box does like items, but we'll find out. But if you guys want me to do that versus each, leave a comment down below for me, and I want to do that in the future because that sounds really good. Wait for all 3 boxes and then do a big unboxing for you guys. What do you think? Anyway, we have our tarot cards. We have the Lovers. Do that. And then we have our Chariot. So these are apparently also, because like I said, the tarot cards are always the same as the book we get. So this is also featured Book of the Month. Yeah, so it seems that we don't get our next month's like Fairy Scoop anymore, which is very strange. They haven't said anything about the Fairy Scoop, so I am just going to quickly get the next month's theme up, just because it'd be easier if it will allow me to. Okay, there. So it comes in a bubble wrap. So with the book, it always comes with their bookmark, that kind of similar with the spoiler card, and I always put those in the book so you know which book you get when it comes from. So the book we got is Never Ever After by Lynn. So like I said, I did have books by this author, but I did pass it along to someone else. Cover is actually quite nice and beautiful. We do have, looks like we've got dragons. We've got an orange and a blue at the top. You guys can see. Then we have leaves at the bottom. I leave at the top. Ooh, okay, fair enough. These are quite nice. So we do have a reversible dress jacket like we always do. That's so pretty. So because I don't like the writing of the author or something, I do appreciate the covers and the arts. They're pretty nice. So on the hardback we do have foiling and this design. So we have like a tear cup, vase thing, and it has our 2 dragons. We have like a little Empire, and at the back we have the back of the vase thing, which is quite nice, interesting. Then our end papers also has some gold foiling on it, and we have our 2 characters. And then also on the back as well we have gold foiling again with these 2 characters as well. So then we have an author letter with a digital signature, because that's what they do now, because you can't have like authors doing multiple signatures and then try and put them into books. So with a author letter, they used to do prints with the author letter on it, but now they don't. They stopped doing that, which was a disappointment, because obviously I did like those prints, but now we have them inside the books. So it's nice if the print was too big, they wouldn't go in the book, so it's nice to have in, but I did appreciate the prints. Let's read the synopsis of this book, shall we? Fate isn't forged in iron, life is the iron mountains and harsh and unforgiving after the death of a beloved uncle. Yingin has only survived as a skilled thief and even better liar, but when she acquires an enchanted ring that holds the key to a brighter future, it is stolen by her step-aunt. A Yinin must venture into the imperial heart of the kingdom to seize it back. Amid the grandeur of the palace, Yingin catches the eye of the ruthless and ambitious prince, who tempts her with a world she's never imagined. But nothing gets as it seems as soon as she is trapped in a tangle of power, treachery and greed for her only ally, a cunning advisor from a rival court, who keeps dangerous secrets of his own. To break free, Yin must embark on a perilous quest to fight for a future that both frightens and calls to her. Choose to trust when an ally could be as deadly as enemies. So this says it is a sweeping fantasy romance inspired by Cinderella and a Chinese fairy tale. It's the first in a heartbreaking new series by the acclaimed Sunday Times bestseller author of Daughter of the Moon Goddess. That's interesting, and it's interesting for me, but for me it's not like I want it. So obviously I'll be passing that book along. Let's go. That was my control. Let's go for spoilers. So our tarot album, of course, is by our one with. This says on here, organise your favourite collectible tarot cards or use it as a regular photo album inspired by the Nightmare and the Twin Elders cards from The One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig on the cover. Excuse me. Trying to move so I can show you the things. Then we get our Tealight candle holder. Excuse me. Inspired by Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Add a touch of Winsby to your space and watch the delicate forks and bow charms twirl in a magical dance above the candlelight. I've always wanted one of these, but because it's not by a fandom I like, and I do have a book of, obviously I'm not going to be keeping it. So it's not a problem. Then we have the Drink in the Starlight scene of Starfall and Resant and Thaira. That's the names, there we go. I can't remember the names at the time. This beautiful design mug is inspired by Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. Lovely. Then we have our overlays, which is to go inside the edition of Your Never Ever After by Lynn Tan. So the 4 chapters, we have Yinin at the Pond is chapter 2, Meeting the Prince is chapter 7, the window scene is chapter 28, and then the meadow scene is chapter 42. So I will put those in the book, so it's just easier to do so. Then we have, come here, gimme, Millie, gimme. Then we have our tarot cards on the mark, which we have Yingit as the Lover's card, and the Jin and Prince Din's Ix, as a Chariot. Cards. The characters are from Never Ever After by Lynn Tan as well. Lynn Tan. Then we have our featured book of the month, which is obviously this book, inspired by Cinderella and Chinese folklore. This features follows a clever thief who enters a treacherous royal court to reclaim a stolen enchanted ring, only to find herself caught in a deadly power struggle that can reshape the kingdom. This exclusive design has redesigned cover artwork. It is colourway variation of the trade cover as a reversible dust jacket, artwork with the foil of the hardcover, and character artwork on the end papers with foil. Digital sprayed edges on 3 sides, author letter bound in the book and with a digital signature, and there's always bonus content and a bonus chapter in each book, which I do love. So of course none of these items were my favourite, because obviously I've read the books, but I don't have the books on my shelf anymore, I do pass those books along. So like I said, I do apologise to the people that wanted this box and didn't get it. I'm busy with Noah, and obviously I've been so tired lately and I have not been able to get stuff done, and I forget stuff. I've only just remembered to buy the Treasure Leatherseller book that's just came out today by Fairyloot, and I've managed, lucky for me, just got it. Okay, and it came out at 1 o'clock and it's almost half 2. Okay, I got it at 2 o'clock. So I'm glad I still had it. Okay. Anyway, we are going to go through the October's themes for Fairyloot. So they have the Fairyloot edition of ouch. So I'm not going to show you the themes, I can't, so sorry. So the October theme for adults is the Deal with the Devil. I'm just going to read a little bit about it. It says that it's a it's going to have all these, like, everything else, and it's spellbinding secrets, folklore, myths, and mystery and mayhem. So basically that. Then for what book I also get is October's romantic theme, and it is the Tith of Desire. So this book is going to be a redesigned cover, a reversible dust jacket featuring a colour variation of the trade cover, full colour artwork on the hardcover with foil, character artwork on the end papers with foil, different front and back, digital sprayed edges on the free edges, and there's a bonus chapter obviously with the digital. So there's gothic vibes, Asian secrets, and Deathly Promise. Then we have our October YA theme, which is called Marked by Magic. So it says on here, magic does not simply surround you, it claims you, changes you, and leaves its mark forever. To be marked by magic is to hold both wonder and danger within. A spark of impossible that can unravel even the most careful woven destiny. Such as stories leave us enchanted, always pulling us back just for one more spellbound chapter. So in this box you'll find items inspired by Emily Wilde's series. I haven't read the series, but I want to, but I'm waiting to get actually a book by the author. The Floating World by Axio. I have read that book, but I do not have that book anymore. The Hair of the Storm. I think I've read that book. I'm not completely sure. And then we had the book of the month. So we are thrilled to announce this box will include a blanket. We do love a good blanket. So if it's a book, a blanket that's by the book of whatever the book is, then obviously I keep that blanket until I read that book. And that's what I've done with the items that's inspired by those by the book I have. Then it says that there's going to be other items perfect for a cozy night in, and art overlays for the featured book illustrated. So we do love that when they do that. So in a kingdom where those who wield secret and deadly magic risk execution, a young noble must conceal her power to survive. Amidst a court of hidden agendas and dangerous allies, she must become sharper than thorns she will surround her. So, with a fairly exclusive designs, it's going to be exactly the same. Exclusive redesigned cover with artwork, a reversible dust jacket featuring a colour variation of the trade colour, full colour artwork on the hardcover with foil, character artwork on the end papers with foil, different front and back, digital sprayed edges with a solid sprayed top and bottom edge, head and tail band, which I believe that's like a bookmark thing, and then bonus content with the annotated chapter. This edition also have an author letter with digital signature bound into the book. So, which is quite nice. I do enjoy that. I'm looking forward to see what book that's going to be. But me being an absolute donut, I do apologise again that I did not skip this box and so someone else can have this. I do deeply apologise. I did not mean to do that. But like I said, I do deeply apologise. But that is everything I have this unboxing. It was not my favourite box that I've had this year. That's not a problem. Everyone makes mistakes. It's no, they do. Okay. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.